First, I will illustrate the culmen and the anterior part of the quadrangular lobe. This is the culmen, and this is the anterior part of the quadrangular lobe. The anterior part of the quadrangular lobe ends here with the primary fissure. Then we have the posterior part of the quadrangular lobe, and as I said, this over here was the primary fissure. Then we had the clive somewhere over here, and the folium over here. This over here, all the way, is the posterior part of the quadrangular lobe. As I said in the last video, this in the middle is the vermis. Then we have the posterior superior fissure over here that divides the posterior part of the quadrangular lobe from the superior semilunar lobe. And then we have the horizontal fissure. If you remember that, I have drawn that in the last video from the frontal side. And below that there is the inferior semilunar lobe. So this lobe over here is the inferior semilunar lobe. Now I photoshopped this a little bit again, and let's write this all down. The cerebellum from the caudal point of view. First we can see the vermis over here and the hemispheres lateral. You can also notice the flocculus. After I photoshopped this a little bit, this is how it looks like. Remember from the first video we talked about vallecula. From this point of view, vallecula is here. Vallecula is just this space over here. Here are the pyramid of the vermis, and this over here, this whole thing, is vermis. This over here was the flocculus, and this part over here was the uvula. Those are the hemispheres of cerebellum. They are lateral from the vermis.